Hello YouTube, Untitled Chapter 79 here. I just wanted to do a little review on the Collins Gem SAS Survival Guide written by Lofty Wiseman. This is the pocket guide. It's no bigger than just a tiny bit larger than the iPhone 4S. Just a sort of comparison. I don't know how many people have got these, but anyway, that was what I wanted to show you. This book is aimed towards sort of a very rounded generalisation of survival, which can sometimes be a bit misleading. However, the bulk of it can be used every day. So yeah, just to read the synopsis off the back here. How to survive in the wild, range of hazards and situations as described by the survival expert John Wiseman, and based on his extensive service with the Elite Special Air Service. Includes information on what to eat and how to obtain it, campcraft, first aid, navigating, and on surviving specific scenarios. So yeah, it's like tells you how to survive tsunamis and what have you. But we'll have a list there. Look at the there's a little introduction there on the man himself. It's actually quite a good read. Yep, there's also a warning here on the front page, which I thought was quite funny. Basically, saying that if you you know, waiving all rightness really rights, you know, you've got to remember that your bylaws and what have you. So I thought that was quite funny reading that. Don't know why. Then we've got the contents. Now the contents are broken down into specific subheadings. So this one's essentials: be prepared, equipment, survival kit, survival pouch, knives, facing disaster, water, salt, and survival log. So yeah, basically to break it down like that, there's a climate and terrain as well. That's climate zones, polar regions, mountains, seashores, islands, arid regions, tropical regions. Then they've got food, which is broken down to food values, plants, trees, fungi, Arctic and northern plants, desert plants, tropical plants, seashore plants, animals for food, sorry. And if you read from Animals for Food, it's got finding game, mammals, reptiles, birds, insects. Yeah, so it goes really deeply into everything really. And then we've got campcraft, which breaks down into its own little categories as well. We've got reading the signs, on the move, survival at sea, rescue, health. Health is quite a big one. It's got all the first aid points in it as well. And then it's disasters and disaster strategies. So how are floods, tsunamis, avalanches, tornadoes, lightning, that kind of thing. Just to pick one out at random, we'll have a look at campcraft. So where's that one? Campcraft there. So you wanted to learn how to fell a tree or splitting logs. So you can go to have a look down here. Let's have a look. Well, where would that be? I would say tools, axes. It'll come under axes, won't it? So tools, axes. So 198. 198. There's that. So let's see. Here we go. So we've got tree felling. It's just the layout is quite handy. There's no photos, and this is all hand drawn. I find hand drawn pictures, although they demonstrate the purpose, I find them can sometimes in some cases be misleading. They're not as good as a photograph. However, photographs can be pretty misleading as well if they're not portrayed properly. So take splitting logs for instance. There we go. It says splitting logs. Stand behind a log with feet open. Apart, sorry. I'm reading from a distance. Swing down to cut the side away from you. Do not chop downwards. To split a small log, angle it against another log. Do not put your foot on it. There you go. And it just shows you how a little breakdown of broken handles on the axe, using flexible saws. And, you know, that was just to give you an idea of that. I'm not the best of readers. Let's have a look at another one. One that I picked out for you to have a look at was reading signs, and that was in. Let's have a look there. Reading the signs. Then we've got direction finding. Yeah, so we'll have a look at direction finding. So it's 229. There we go. 229 direction finding there. And then specifically we wanted to do the shadow stick method. So there it is, the shadow stick method. I'm not going to read it out to you, but I just wanted to show you a quick zip of the guide. You know how to use it. There you go. Ground to wear codes. Certain things you might never need to know. Choking, self-choking, that sort of the Heimlich manoeuvre for yourself if you're ever caught out. There you go, somebody's crotch. Lovely. So yeah, it's just a quick guide. This one I actually bought off the internet. I think it was a company called, let me think now, World of Books 08 I think it was. I paid 99p for the book and £2 for postage and packaging. I thought that I was going to be getting a newer one than this. This one's I think it's a 1989 version, or maybe a bit earlier than that one. Let's have a look. 1993, published in 89. So it's yeah. There you go. Published date. If it'll focus. Nope. There. 1993. There you go. So yeah, it's not the newest issue, I don't think. I remember having this one a few years ago. Very handy just to keep in your bag. If you ever need it, it's there. All I do is when I've got it carrying in me Bergen, I just put it in an old bag. It was a bag that I used for carrying a waterproof jacket in. I lost the jacket and used that. Okay, so yeah, keep your eyes open if you can get hold of one. By all means, do that. It's well worth the read. Like I say, there's certain things in here you'll use a lot. There's other things that you will never use. Hopefully, you'll never have to use them, but they're great for bushcraft skills. You know, if you ever want to know how to do certain things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review, and please go out and get one if you can. They're absolutely brilliant, and it's also supporting John Wiseman, Lofty Wiseman, which is always good. So thank you very much for viewing this, and enjoy your bushcrafting and your survival. Okay, bye YouTube.